I don't even know how to do this right now. Hold on. 2 hands. Oh, man. That is outstanding. Oh, my gosh. Hey guys, Greg Hudson here, host of America's Best Restaurants, and right now we're just outside of Charlotte in Concord, North Carolina, with an Italian family whose roots date back to generations. I'm talking the 1940s and 50s. Well, now they're cooking up scratch Italian food from a grandma in the kitchen to Chef Francesco himself. You're not in for an Italian meal, you're in for an Italian experience. Let's head on into Nonna's. Oh, look there. Carmela?
Yes.
Nice to meet
Greg,
you.
nice to meet you.
Yes.
Welcome to Nonna's.
Oh my gosh, it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
And I love just the energy as soon as you walk in, man. Beautiful mural, I love the colors.
Thank you, thank
What a
you.
cool spot.
Yeah, thanks. A little bit of Italy in Concord, North Carolina.
Okay, so you read my mind there. You read my mind. Because, and Concord's a great town so far, we've been here, but like, you think Italian, Concord, North Carolina, and here's why I say that, because, listen, I've done my homework, right?
Right.
And it says on your website, real Italian chef, like that's in bold letters on your website. So what's the story here, man? What are we in for? Speaking of which.
So, this is my husband, Francesco. He's our chef.
Chef.
Hey, how are you?
Very well. Pleasure,
Well,
sir.
what I mean by a real Italian chef. So my husband's straight from Italy.
Oh. There you
So
go.
he comes from the Puglia region of Italy. Molfetta Body. Most people have never heard of it, but it's quite the place if you ever get the chance to visit. With that being said, this is your American dream standing here.
Really? That's what we love to see. Tell us about that.
So, he came to America with a dream in his eye. One day hoping to own his own business. He worked extremely hard. Opened up a few different restaurants, all successful. And then finally we decided, let's come to North Carolina. And here we
Why
are.
not?
Why not, right? Lack of Italians in North Carolina. So we figured, let's go.
So there's a market there, right? There's a market here for
There's
it.
a market. It's like a little culture shock, right?
Well, and I'm looking up as I walked in, and
Yeah.
there are like all of these old black and white photos that I see
yes.
on the walls here.
All family.
So that's not just like decoration.
No, sir.
Our family.
That's family.
That's our family and my family.
Multi-generations of what I call the American dream. If it wasn't for these folks coming to this country, we would not be standing here.
So these are all your family that were Italian immigrants.
Correct.
Came
Correct.
over to the United States.
Oh, yes, sir. I have pictures very first pictures of Ellis Island coming in.
Really?
I have pictures
of your family coming in and being
yes,
at Ellis
sir.
Island.
Yes, sir. The very first pictures of Ellis Island. I have pictures up there of Mussolini's Italy, my grandfather.
I have like goosebumps right
Yeah.
now. That
Yeah.
is as authentic as you can get.
Yes, sir.
When you really think about it,
Yeah.
you look at, and I love the way you framed that, the American dream.
Yes, sir.
So it sounds like the American dream started 3, 4, 5 generations ago.
It did.
And you guys are like the fruits of that labor now.
Absolutely.
With authentic Italian food and Italian roots now here in the U.S.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Incredible.
My grandparents came to this country as tailors during war. Yeah.
So now I'm really looking forward to this because, I was excited to come to an Italian restaurant because I just love Italian
Sure.
food. But now hearing your story and hearing, that's heavy, man. That's real. That's authentic. That's not just, hey, we're a couple people that love Italian food and going to open an Italian restaurant.
Right.
This is real. Like, this is going to be a special episode.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
what are we going to try? I mean, I think
So,
I need to try some Italian
Got
food
some
then.
stuff for you, Greg.
Easy.
I
What is Careful Careful what you wish for when you watch America's Best Restaurants.
So, this is our arancini.
Okay.
Okay? So, an Italian rice ball.
Italian, okay.
Italian rice ball.
That's
Right in the
massive.
center of this, we have some meat sauce, fresh mozzarella, green peas. It's been coated in Italian breadcrumbs, deep fried. And the best part is that this is actually made by Nonna, my mother.
Nonna means grandmother,
Grandmother
by the
in
way.
Italian, yes. She's 76 years old, an Italian immigrant, and she makes these here for our restaurant like she used to make for us on Sunday at home.
So you're telling me here at Nonna's in Concord, North Carolina,
Yes,
there is
sir.
a real Italian grandmother
Yes.
in the back making these every day.
Yes, there is.
If that is not authentic, I don't know what it is. That's
Yes,
incredible.
there is.
All right, should I just
Greg,
cut into
dig
it?
in. Yes, please.
Oh. Cheese pull alert.
You might need a knife.
This is my favorite part.
Oh, we could go
Oh
on
my
for a
gosh,
mile.
I know. I can't reach any higher, so that's all you're gonna get.
We
So we
could
got
go
some,
on for a little
there's some
bit.
meat sauce in there,
Yeah.
some cheese, the rice.
Cheese, the rice.
And the piece. Bon appetit.
This is beautiful. I'm gonna turn this
Absolutely.
way.
Enjoy.
That tastes so homey.
It
Oh
was
my gosh, this really was made by
It
Nonna
is.
in the back.
made by Nonna in the back this morning.
Man, Italian kids, you don't know how good you have it, all right? You Italian kids that have Italian grandmothers, you have it really good. I hope you
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we're lucky. We say it all the time.
Golly, this eats like a meal.
Absolutely.
This is like a whole
Absolutely.
meal.
Yeah, we
Yep, you
use
give
it
it
as
more
an
cheese pull.
appetizer, but for sure, it's definitely a meal.
That's unbelievable, man. That's so good.
Enjoy.
So, can we expect everything we taste today to be this fresh? and this
Absolutely.
Scratch made?
It's
All the
always
time.
fresh.
Always fresh. Made on the premises daily. Our dough, our marinara, everything we do with heart, love, and that's why we do it, because we
Including-
have heart and love.
Including these garlic knots?
Absolutely.
Look at the sheen on that thing. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
And they're light and airy. They're not
Right
dense
on
and
the
heavy.
sauce.
Yeah, you have to dip it in the marinara
Chef, you making this marinara?
every day.
Every day.
This is my favorite. It's like the best day ever. You are not skimping on the garlic either, man.
No,
Nope.
sir.
Okay. We got to get going here because I could just sit here and eat this all day.
Gotcha.
I do have one question that I'm going to ask you about, though, because there's a sign that I see right up there that says, "I am the nightmare." So is it okay? Can I go with the chef into the kitchen and experience the nightmare in the kitchen?
Yes.
Which is not really a nightmare. It's going to be a good time.
Absolutely.
Watch for the knife.
Absolutely.
We're going to
Please.
head back to the kitchen. What do you say? Well, maybe you put a pizza together.
Absolutely. Join us in the kitchen.
All right. All right, in the kitchen now with Chef, the Nightmare Chef. I don't think so. I think you're pretty nice
Francesco.
guy. Francesco. I like Chef Francesco.
Okay.
Why do they call you the Nightmare Chef, though?
I don't know. I'm bad boy.
All right. Now, we're going to be making a pizza, but not any regular type of pizza. What do we
Yeah,
got?
a 28. A 28-inch margarita.
A 28-inch pizza.
It's a big old pizza.
But margarita is my
Satisfactory.
favorite, right? That's the one that uses like the fresh mozzarella.
The fresh
Tomato.
mozzarella, the fresh tomatoes. And on the end, when it comes out of the oven, we toss it with the fresh basil and a drizzle of the olive oil
Beautiful.
on top.
You are a machine back here, Chef.
We try, we have to.
This guy's got forearms like Popeye.
So here we go. We stretch it up this.
Look at this. I'm gonna back up a little bit, Chef. Oh my God.
Yeah, it gets bigger.
And you guys are making this dough fresh in-house, right?
Every day.
Every single day.
Every single day, exactly.
And just like that, look at this. Look how quickly he was able to do that. I'll be honest, I thought we were going to be back here for a good 15 minutes just stretching the dough for a 28-inch pizza.
No.
Oh my God, and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Okay.
And this, again, scratch-made sauce, Chef?
Yes, sir.
What? How do you make your sauce? What all do you incorporate in your marinara?
Okay, and the marinara, we put some pizza sauce. It's called pizza sauce. We get it from Roma.
From Rome?
Yes. And also we get just a regular crushed tomato. We spice it up a little bit. We put oregano, fresh garlic, and a little touch of pesto sauce to give a little flavor.
You say a little pesto sauce?
Little pesto sauce, yes, sir.
Interesting. I mean, that smells just incredible. And this is like watching an artist with a blank canvas right now, I gotta tell you. I'm sure you can see it as well.
It got a lot of cheese.
I'll bet.
Lots of cheese.
How many of these would you say get ordered a week? Do you sell a lot of 28-inch pizzas?
We go through maybe about 15 to 20.
A week?
A week.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Super Bowl Sunday, were you open or were you guys closed?
Oh, no, open.
Did you sell a ton of these?
We did.
I mean, think about that. If you're having a party or something, you got some friends over, especially like a Super Bowl Sunday, something of that nature, like this is what you want to order, especially because you're getting the most authentic Italian pizza you can have, really. This isn't just a chain that's just going to give you some oversized pizza that they made. No. Chef Francesco is making the dough from scratch every day. He's making this marinara from scratch every single day. I mean, you are getting an authentic Italian pizza, but in a size you would expect to get from like a big box pizza place.
There you go.
You are doing this community a great service, good sir. Oh, no, man. Fresh mozzarella is my absolute favorite. And I love that you're not skipping with the fresh mozzarella too. You're really putting a lot on there.
A lot, yes.
I got to tell you, when you order a margherita pizza, it's supposed to come with fresh mozzarella. But a lot of times what I find is I order it and they put maybe 3 or 4 little dollops of fresh mozz on there. This man is not skipping on this margherita. All right, Chef. I can't believe how quickly you did that.
Yeah.
Is this going in now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get out of the way. Here we go.
And it takes about 10 minutes to cook.
Pizza's ready to go. We got the fresh basil on there, the extra virgin olive oil, and 28-inch margherita pizza. So how does it, you just gonna cut into it, Chef? How do you do this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Hold
cut it.
up for the camera?
Yeah, there we go. And
Get out of here. And again, I want you to remember, this is all scratch made. How many slices do you get out of this?
8 slice.
8? That's it?
8 slice.
Giant slices?
8 slice giants. Look at that.
Look at that. That is a thing of beauty, Chef. Look at that cheese. Okay, we're gonna let this cool down and then it's gonna be time to taste. Look at this slice. Look at these. Cheers, Chef.
Cheers.
I don't even know how to do this right now. Hold on. 2 hands. Oh, man. That is outstanding. Oh, my gosh. Just the freshness. Every single ingredient on here tastes fresh. You've ruined pizza dough for me because this dough is outstanding.
Thank you.
My goodness, this is great. I mean, you still gotta like slide it off the edge of the plate. Oh, chef. I have no words right now.
So we need a nice glass of wine over here.
I'm not mad at that. But this, again, the attention to detail that you put into this pizza, I can't imagine your other dishes. I mean, the love and passion that you have for this.
We need to find out soon.
I think we do. So what else are we going to be making today, Chef?
So we're gonna make a, actually I'm gonna do with the garlic nuts.
Okay.
And then the arancini.
Got that?
And then we make the zuppa de pesce.
Zuppa de Pesce.
And pasta vodka.
Pasta, oh,
Yes.
pasta vodka.
Pasta vodka in a bread bowl.
In a bread bowl.
In a bread bowl.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
All fresh, all made from scratch. A few more bites of pizza. And you heard Chef. That's what's up next. What do we got, Chef?
This is one of my best parts of wine. With the pizza, with the food. I mean,
Perfect pairing.
anything. Wine, it's always
Three
good.
You've done this before, the 3 glasses with the
I
one
did.
hand. Oh, wonderful.
Well, cheers.
Chef, salud.
Salute.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. With this pizza, this
With
is
that
perfect.
pizza, yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Okay, as you can see, I found some real locals who absolutely love this place. So, gentlemen, first of all, thanks for sitting down for a little meal.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know about you. I feel like we're at like a mob boss dinner right now. I mean, we've got the garlic knots, we've got the pastas. Like we're ready to go. How often do you guys eat here, though? Seriously?
Once a week for us. We'll be here tomorrow if the carbonara is fresh, which it always is.
Chef's off camera, by the way.
And anytime our neighborhood gets together, we all come here.
This is the neighborhood spot.
We all get together, 3 or 4 couples come over here. We have Christmas, Thanksgiving come. Anytime we want to get together and have a good time.
This is it.
And Frank always is fun.
Well, before we dig in, I also want to mention, Chris, you drive how far to get here?
About 35 miles.
35 miles just for this fresh Italian food.
One way. We're here probably 3 to 5 times a month.
3 to 5 times a month. Well, let's see why. Let's dig in here. So where should we start? I'm going to grab, I think, a
Those
garlic nut.
nuts. Oof.
Yeah, you mentioned those earlier. Anybody else want some?
Yes, sir.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Thank you.
There you go. And what is it about this place? I mean, obviously you guys love it. Chris, you drive 35 miles. Guys, you're here all the time, it sounds like. What is it about the place that you guys love so much?
Well, it's like family. It's like coming to eat with your family. Frank's always here at the table, taking care of us.
Even now, he's still, chef's working now.
Oh,
It's-
yeah, for sure. And this is the way it is all the time.
So this isn't just for us and for the cameras today. This is what you're actually going to get when it comes to Frank.
Yeah,
When it comes to chef.
Absolutely.
True
This
normal.
is Frank.
True normal.
And it's always fresh and it's always consistent. You never get a meal where you just say, oh, what was that? It's always on point and the flavors are always married right. And he's a kind of creative guy too. So you say, oh, you got something in a dessert today? And he's like, oh yeah, I just happened to whip up a tiramisu cake or a limoncello cake, or that I got this recipe
Just
that I brought
happened to.
for my family, and I thought I'd share it with you. It's
Yeah.
great.
He's absolutely correct on that. If we call, we'll call ahead and say, hey buddy, hey, I want this made. I'm dying to have this. And he'll say, okay,
That's
give me a
yours.
day. And you
Oh, thank you, chef.
and you come in and poof, it's there.
So that's true because he had mentioned this, but you could call and ask for a particular dish, and whether it's on the menu or not, chef's going to be there with you, and he's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
have it ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris, you mentioned what was it that you said that you called one day and that he makes for
He
you?
knows I always call for octopus.
Octopus. That's incredible.
Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Salute, Frank. The other part of this restaurant that's so much fun are the family stories.
Oh, for
So
sure.
Yeah.
Frank comes over and pulls out his phone and says, oh, I got something to show you. And here's something, I was in Italy, and here's my cousin, and here's my nephew, here's the bakery that I started in. And the stories are just hilarious, always
Yeah.
interesting. And you just feel like, I'm here. You know, I'm part of the family now. It's just great.
And I'm glad you brought up family, because that's something as well that, you know, when I talked to Carmela earlier, that is such a part of this restaurant, that family history. And I think it's really interesting and awesome to hear you guys as guests and customers that come in here talk about how you feel like you're brought into that.
Oh,
you know?
Sure. Oh, definitely. I mean, if anybody wants to know what it's like to eat at an Italian table, true authentic, just come here. It's the same thing.
Yep. This is just like being somewhere in Italy with your family having dinner sometimes.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And to that point,
you yell, you scream, you hand gestures, you got it all.
Okay, so I'm going to get the insight here, because Frank's been nothing but a sweetheart to us today, man. Just an absolute gem of a guy. But there's a sign up there that says, "I am the nightmare." What's that all about, guys? There's got to be a story there.
After all, he is Italian. So, you know, there's a certain point where Frank knows what he wants and gets what he wants. And so you just have to kind of keep an eye on him sometimes. He's gracious to us, but we've seen him. We've seen him in a couple moods. Yeah, we've seen him in action. The Italian comes out.
So it's no different to me. An Italian way.
That's fair. I think what I've taken from it today, we've been here for a while now, is if there is a situation where it's, quote, "I am the nightmare," I feel like it comes from a place of passion for his food.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's not just, if he gets mad, it's not for the sake of being mad. It's because he wants to make sure that people like us come out and we get the food that he wants to serve.
That's right.
I think that's where that comes from, is that passion.
And,
Oh, no doubt.
True to speak with that passion also is, like any other facility where the customer's always right, here he makes sure the customer's always right.
Really?
Yep.
That's incredible.
If you don't have it, it's there. If you want it, they give you more.
That's incredible.
You know, if you want something done a particular way, it gets done.
And listen, you're a guy, I know that you're from Pittsburgh. I'm not sure, were you guys from this area originally?
Originally, I'm from Virginia.
Okay.
Upstate New York. Originally.
Okay, so everybody
30
here
years plus here.
is we're all from somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to come into Concord, North Carolina, and it's a great town, nothing, but it's to get an authentic Italian meal from a family that goes back generations. This has to be one of the most unique experiences I think I've ever had with ABR.
Oh yeah.
Can you speak to that as far as how unique this is for you guys in town?
Well, when we first got here 25 years ago, this was a fast food town. You know, that's
Okay.
about as good as you were going to get. And so to find, you know, we used to have to drive to Charlotte to try and find something that you said, you know, this would really please a palate, you know, and this is good. So when Frank showed up, it's always like, well, we're not sure. Let's go try it. And
Yeah.
it was just like, you know, it's like,
just
wow. Yeah, it was like fireworks. So we're so thrilled that he's been here, and now he's part of the community too. I mean,
I can see
Frank,
that.
he gives, you know, he does the toy drives around Christmas, and you know, he throws a Franksgiving, you know, for his friends. Franksgiving. Cooks a bunch of turkeys up, and you know, it's just, we're thrilled that the food is so good. You know, growing up in New York, you know, you say, oh, once you leave the Northeast, you'll never get another good Italian meal. Not true.
Amen to
See,
that.
Right here.
and as a New Yorker, you can speak to that right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great. Well, speaking of which, we've been chowing down on this pasta. I gotta say, man, this seafood pasta is just incredible. The spice level on that, chef, man, it's got perfect spice, but not too much. And it's not hot for the sake of being hot. That kick is just what you love to see with that. Absolutely outstanding. How are you guys doing with yours?
Oh, fantastic.
Doing good.
Now, you guys mentioned the garlic knots.
Oh, it's a must. Every time we come, you got to have the garlic knots. It's just melt in
Get
your
out of
mouth,
here.
fresh out of the oven every time. Delicious.
And again, it goes back to the fact that he is doing everything from scratch back there.
Yep.
It's just incredible. Well, guys, here's what we need to do. We need to finish eating this food. But I know that, as is Italian tradition, Frank wanted to make sure that with everyone here in the restaurant this afternoon, that we did a nice cheers with some limoncello. So we're going to finish up some pasta after this. Chef's coming back. It's time for a cheers and a goodbye. Arrivederci.
In Italy, we say salute.
Salute!
Did you say that? Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Wonderful job.